Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Spencer, here with another Sky Fortress. Now, as you can see here, I've, off camera, prepared 3 chests and did a crap ton of grinding. aka, mining up all this cobblestone and turning it into gravel, and sand and dust and sifting some of it, just to give you an idea of what you get from each one. And then I also did a ton of gravel because we mostly need that. So from sand, as you can see here, we get like Certus quartz and amber, and then crushed minerals like lead and tin and nickel and iron, aluminum, all that stuff. And then we also get like ancient spores, which are going to be useful later because we needed to make like witch water. And then another one of the more important ones though is dust, because you get redstone from it. You also get blaze powder and glowstone. So this is probably one of the more useful ones. You even get bone meal from it. So dust is probably one of the best things to sift. This is probably the least best, the not so important, unless you're trying to make a computer, in which case you want a lot of Certus quartz crystal. But for now, the main 2 things is dust and gravel, because the gravel gives us diamonds, emeralds, coal, lapis, flint for repairing our tools, right now anyway, until we get metal tools. But then we also get like broken iron and stuff, and it's faster to get because it's only the second thing in the chain, whereas like dust is the last thing in the chain, so it's like a real pain in the butt, which is why I sifted enough to get 11 redstone, because we'll probably need that to make something. So let's get out our iron, and I'll show you the smeltery and how that works. I've smelted a bunch of lava here. As you can see, we have 2,420 MB. I'm going to put some more cobblestone in, just keep that going, and we're going to scoop up some lava. So you can see here I have a bucket of lava, and I'm going to put it into this seared tank. And that filled up all nicely. And as you see here, we have 1,000 MB fuel. And so if we take our iron and we put it all together here, we can make iron ore gravel. We have 22. And the cool thing about this is that the smeltery doubles how much ores you get. So if we have 22, we're actually going to end up with 44 iron ingots. So that's smelting right now. You can see here's the indicator, 6 of them are in. And if you make it taller, you can actually make even more. You'll be able to put in more overall. There'll be more slots, and it'll go down farther. You'll even have a scroll bar, and you'll be able to go down. So you can make it super tall, which is nice because that speeds up, smelting by quite a bit. I mean, even though it's already really fast as it is, because I'm smelting 9 blocks all at the same time, which is like having 9 individual furnaces. So, I mean, it's still pretty quick, but we can make it a lot faster and a lot more efficient. So I'm going to get the 6 to come into here. And as you can see, the 16 gets, what, equaled 18? Wow, they made it even better. I got way more than double. Well, there you go. That's 2 whole blocks of iron. Let's just go ahead and, oh wait, what do we need? We want to be able to get cobblestone or even gravel automatically. So we need to make a terrain smasher, which is this, which takes a pneumatic servo, 10 gears, piston. Ooh, Invar. I don't like Invar. How do you make Invar again? Let's see. See, look, if you go to this page that says casting table, and you see here there's molten Invar, you click on that, and it'll show you how to make that, and you scroll over a bit, and here we go. Smeltery alloying. So that takes nickel and iron. So we could probably do that, actually. If we pour out, like, 1 block of iron, or keep only 1 block, like 9 ingots worth in there, and then combine it with nickel, that should be enough Invar. We would need tin, we would need iron, we have the redstone and the cobblestone and the wood. We could probably just make a terrain smasher. But let's see what it takes to make the autonomous clicker. To make an autonomous clicker, we need 10 gears, piston, chest, and a red... Oh! This might be easier. Do we have any gold? Have I gotten... Yeah, we got 20 broken... That'll be easier. And with the autonomous clicker, we can turn this straight into gravel, which means we can skip a whole step and go straight into sifting. So I think I'm going to do that. So let's wait for all this to melt. We have 36 ingots. Holy crap. And we'll start pouring that out. And while that's pouring, we're going to get another lava bucket because it looks like we're running lower. And so we need as much as we can get. And I'm going to fill this up some more. Okay, now as you can see here, it poured out, it's now cooling, and there we go. We have a block of iron. So you just keep doing that. This sucker fills up. You can even, a cool thing that I like to do later is I like to get individual ingots instead of the whole block. And so what I put is I put a redstone clock above the seared faucet, and then I put a chest. No, I think I put a hopper underneath, which connects to a chest. Which we might be able to do, actually. What we need, though, is gold to make the ingot. Which we might as well do, make some castings anyway. So let's, 18 left in there. Let's get 9 more out. Wait, what did we need for this? We needed tin, iron, redstone, chest, gold. Wow, we don't even need the iron in there at all, because we don't need to make Invar this time. So let's pull the rest of it out. And then we're going to put the gold in. So let's turn this. 5. Nice. And start cooking that. Which is filled up all the way. Okay. And here we go. We got our last block of tin. And now we're going to use some of it to make a ingot casting. And then we're going to use some of this. Where are we? I'm going to show you how to make an automated system here. A very simple and early game automated system. What does it take to make a redstone clock? Here it is. It takes that, 4 stone, and a redstone torch. Do I have any stone left, or did I get rid of all of that? It looks like I got rid of all of it. Unless it's in the other chest. We got 3 stone. Alright, and we need 4, I think? Yeah, so we need to cook some cobble. So let's grab this. Oh, and let's see here. 10 molten ingots. So let's do this. And while that's if you pour gold over something, it makes a casting. It makes a cast. Kind of like those patterns that we have in our pattern chest over here. Where we have like the shovel head and the axe head. Now we have an ingot cast. Which means that metals that we pour onto here will be turned into ingots automatically. So if you have less than 9 ingots like I have right now, I only have 8 gold, but I need that gold. So I need to pour it out as ingots. So if I pour it out onto here, it'll fill up this little thing, and it'll only take out 1, so now it's down to 7, and we have a gold ingot. But so I'm gonna cook some stone, and, come on. We just need enough to make our clock. There we go. And I'm gonna cook this in the smeltery, or not in the smeltery, in there. If you cook cobblestone in the smeltery, by the way, you can make it taller, because cooking cobblestone in the smeltery makes, what does it make? It makes like molten seared brick or something. Yeah, right here, seared stone. And then you pour that out as blocks, and you get a seared brick piece like this here, seared bricks. So that's pretty useful. It makes growing it a lot easier. You don't need to get all the clay and all that stuff. So we have 4 now. So now what do we need for the redstone clock? 4 redstone torch and 4 redstone. So we need to get a redstone out of here. Let's just grab like half of that, and that'll be enough. We need a torch, which is pretty easy. Put that in the middle, question mark. 4 stone, and then 4 redstone. And there we go, we have a redstone clock. Now what we need is our hopper, which I can never remember how to make. Let's look that up. Hopper. Okay, so a chest and some ingots. That's pretty easy, so if we just make the chest and then our ingots. And there we go, we have a hopper. Now we can make an automated system. Oh, we need a chest, of course, to put it in. So let's just make another chest. Here, let's make a double chest, because, you know, you can hold more. Makes more sense, you know, more space. So, what you need to do, which is a little bit more difficult because we're on a sky island, but we can do it anyway. We need our axe. Crap, where did I put that? Here we go. I want to use this one, because it's cooler. So, if we do this, and we do that, we can attach. Actually, let's do a double here. So if we do a double here and we do this, there we go, we have a chest down there, and then we need to attach this. So what we need to do is we need to face the chest, hold down shift, right click on there, and it'll connect it automatically directly to the chest. I think. I'm pretty sure. Now to test this theory. So we have it on there. Now we need to take this redstone clock, and we have our gold in here, and it's going to pour down automatically out of the smelter into that chest. So if I kind of do that, on top of it, see, there we go. Redstone signals hitting that, putting the gold into here. The gold's going into the hopper, going into the chest. I love this. It's a very simple system, but it pours everything out of your smeltery automatically. Because if you combine multiple alloys together, it creates a problem. Because, they can make weird alloys and stuff, and then you get stuff that you don't want. Now, a way you can also turn this off. If I get a cobblestone here, I can take a stick and make a lever, and you can put that on top of the redstone clock, and you just pull it, and it'll stop emitting a redstone signal. I'm not sure which is off, on. So if we turn it off, I think it won't do anything. Or the other way around. I think you have to turn it on, and it'll make this stop emitting redstone. Well, let's find out. We need 10, right? I think for the autonomous clicker, we need 10 gears. Yeah. So let's get our 10 aluminum, tin ore, broken tin ore. I think that's all we got. Yeah, we didn't get much. So here we go. Got 10 of that. Stick it in there. And then once that smelts, we'll find out whether or not it's going to do it automatically, or if we've actually turned it off, which I can't remember which way it is. Let's do that. Oh, are we out of crap? We're not. We don't have enough of this. So while that's going, and as you can see, what I did here, oh gosh, lag. I put a clay block behind because you can't harvest a clay block with a pick in this. So you automatically stop digging if you just hold down the mouse button. Which means no matter what you use, whether it be a hammer or anything, you won't break through the block behind you, which means that you can just hold down the mouse button and keep going forever. Which is awesome. And then you don't risk, pouring lava all over yourself or anything. So let's just get a bunch. I think that's plenty. We got like 16. Fill this sucker up. And now the 10 should be done. Yeah, 18 ingots. Oh, it's not pouring out. See, there you go. So you have the lever on, and it turns the clock off, meaning that it doesn't auto pour. But if I do this, and then I do that, it'll do both at the same time. And there we go, 10 ingots. Yay! And the sucker's draining pretty quickly now. So we got our 7 gold, 8 gold, yeah. 12, 3 redstone. We got some tin, which is very useful. I'm going to go ahead and just stick this in there. We don't need that yet, because we got 7 normal ingots. We got potatoes, which I'll cook, because my hunger is going down. Get that stone out of there. Okay, so we need to make a few things to make this. We need to make the 10 gears. What? No, what? No! They changed how you make 10 gears. Crap! The recipe changed! Darn it. It used to be that you just put 4 tin like this, and then you put an iron in the middle or something. Oh no! Okay, so we need to make a gear tin casting, which means we need to get gold in there. Which means we need to pick this up. And we need this to be on so that that's off. Okay, well then how do I make a normal gear? Gear. Is there a wooden gear or something? Or there's a bronze gear. Copper, tin, lead, iron. Nope, can't make that without a cast. How do I make this tin casting? Iron gear. Oh, how do you make this iron gear? I can't. That's good. That doesn't even have a recipe. Crap, I might have to cheat. Look at this. Is there anything? Oh. Wooden gear. Okay. So, there we go. I was like, what the crap? There's no way to make it. Which sometimes does happen in mods. That's a problem. That just happens. They miss a recipe, you know. They're like, oops. Okay, we're good. We can do that. Let's just get like 2 ingots in here, right? Or maybe even 1. I don't think it takes very many to make a casting of this. We might only need 1. So let's just smelt this sucker down. After I melt this guy down and pour it onto there, we'll stop for this episode, and then I'll come back to finish making this thing, this autonomous clicker, because it's gonna take longer than I expected it to. Come on. There we go. 1 ingot. Pour it onto there. Let's make a cast. What? Are you kidding me? Maybe I need more. But it's not even, usually it would at least fill up halfway or something. Oh no. What if I did it? Nothing. Nothing at all. Crap! The entire recipe might just be gone. Which is annoying, because how am I supposed to do this then? Because see, here's the wooden gear. There's an iron gear here that doesn't even... You can't even click on it. It doesn't even have a recipe. This is ridiculous. We got 2 now. I think I'm gonna have to cheat. I'm so sorry. I don't think there's a way to make it. What the crap? So yeah, seriously, there's like no way... Like, there's the wooden one, 20 out of 20. See, that's the last recipe. And it just expects me to be able to have a gear casting. That's crazy. Alright, we're gonna have to cheat. I'm so sorry. So I will see you guys in the next episode. I'll procure that casting. A wink! And we'll just say that we made it, right? We'll just go wooden gear off the world, gold nugget. Off the world. See? We made it. We totally made it. We didn't cheat. That's annoying. Okay, so... No! Stop! What a waste of gold. Oh, crap. That is such a waste of gold. I needed this to be on there. Well, I'll see you in the next episode. Bye-bye.